I think just a quick up with the final forward, obviously Charlie, was the goalkeeper starting all night?
Yeah, we'll make that decision when we need to. But in terms of his fitness, he is available. He's trained fully with the group. Trained with the physio yesterday just to clear a few things and just to test it out. And I've just spoke to him after training, so he's fine and available.
Were you surprised to see that Monday night play having no case to answer?
It's not important, to be honest. I've moved on. We've moved on from that. We don't make them decisions. We can't control them. Not really worth making headlines now. It's done and dusted. The decision's being made. All our focus is on trying to qualify into the next round, and that's why I'm here.
You've been here before, obviously. You know, that's been last year, so the stadium and the surroundings are familiar to you.
Yeah, listen, beautiful surroundings, very unique stadium, but no excuses for us in terms of the size of the stadium or playing on AstroTurf. It's something that we should be accustomed to now because we obviously have quite a few domestically. We're here to do a job, we're here to be professional. I want the players to really show a strong mentality. You know, we've had 2 excellent runs in this competition over the last 2 years. You have to come to places like this in the qualifying and do a professional job. Get over the line and get in the next round. That's what we're here for.
I guess when you see what this team did 4 years ago in Celtic, it's more than enough for players.
Yeah, I think there's enough experience in my squad now to realise if we think we can just come here and turn up and not approach it right or show the right attitude and mentality and try and drop our standards, the game will be complicated. If we come here and continue to what we've done since the beginning of the season, which is to show a real hunger and desire to get results, be defensively strong and organised and carry a threat, I'm confident we can get the job done, but in no way, shape or form are we going to disrespect the opponent because I've been around the game long enough. If you drop your standards or drop your guard, it can become complicated.
In fact, it's one leg as well, there's no room for an off leg, is there?
No, not at all. You know, not in competitions like this. You know, I'm sure their players are really looking forward to this game. It's a fantastic shop window for them, you know, being on the TV, playing against Rangers. I'm sure they're going to go into the game with cup final mentality. You know, the least we have to do is to match their desire and their hunger for the game before the ball's kicked. So that's what I'll be all over the players for from now to kick-off.
Just wondering about injuries. Are you any clearer on Ryan Jack and how long it is?
Jacko will be missing for a few weeks at least. I think with Jacko we have to just basically take it day by day, but we have had confirmation that he's got a calf problem, so he'll certainly be missing in the short term. It's difficult to put on whether it'll be 2, 3, 4 weeks at the moment, but he'll certainly miss a couple of weeks. Brandon Barker as well, similar in terms of his scan, obviously a different muscle in the hamstring, but he'll be missing in the short term as well.
Can I ask you about Hadji? Did you feel he was back to some of his best at the weekend?
Yes, but I think we also seen a real strong performance from Hamilton as well. He got the goal. I think that's done the world of good for his individual confidence. He carried the threat to Hamilton. Should have got a brace really in that game. So I was really pleased with him the week before. Different players take different time to get up to speed, but he's certainly looking close to what we've seen at the back end of the season before the COVID kicked in, which is great to see because when he's at his best, he's certainly a big help to the team and the squad.
And he thrives on Europe, doesn't he? That night in Braga, he seems to really relish European competition.
Yeah, he does, but if that's the only thing he's going to thrive on, I won't be happy. I want him to thrive on every game. I want him to be consistent. I think when you're a young player and you're growing and you're evolving, I think one thing you've got to strive for in your game is consistency. You know, if you want to be known and you want to keep growing on and off the pitch, you have to find consistency in your game, and that's going to be Yannis's biggest challenge. You know, at a club like Rangers is perfect for him because the supporters, the staff and everyone connected with the club will demand that from him, and that's what he wants. The kid doesn't want an easy ride. He wants to continue to be challenged and tested and pushed, and he's got that from me, don't worry about that.
You've been linked heavily with Daniel Johnson, any update on that?
No, and I won't mention any of the targets that we're pursuing. I don't think that's right or respectful, so I won't be mentioning any names in here today, but again, I'll say that we are looking to add to the squad.
Any questions from Gibraltar, Leanne?
Yeah, Stephen Robinson from GDC.
These sort of David v. Goliath affairs, you've been a player now, a coach, how do you guard against complacency? What do you say to the players? How do you approach a game of this nature?
Well, I think first and foremost, before the ball's kicked, you've got to respect your opponents. I think it becomes complicated if you lack respect and you think you can just turn up and because we're Rangers we're going to win the game. Football doesn't work like that. I think we've got to match the effort, the commitment, the desire and the application that's going to come against us. And then hopefully the quality players that we've got will end up getting us over the line. But the messages and the key messages of the players is keep your standards high, because from the beginning of the season all the way through pre-season and the games we've played so far, I've been really pleased with the level the players have shown.
I think you just alluded to it earlier, but of course 4 years ago, the last time Lincoln welcomed a club from Glasgow, a little bit of history was when of course they turned it over in the second leg. This time a one-off tie, absolutely no margin for error.
No, not at all. And you know, in football, as I say, if you drop your guard and you don't bring your A game or your standards that you work on every single day, if you drop them, the game can become complicated. 4 years ago they got an incredible result, but it happens in football around the world. In any competition, if you don't match your opponent with the necessary standards, then of course you can have problems. I'd like to think I know my players well enough that they'll approach it right, but we'll have to wait and see.
Adam Roberts, Football Gibraltar. Last season we were talking about Rangers going against St Joseph's. Now we're talking about Lincoln Red Imps, the biggest club in Gibraltar. Have you seen, obviously, preparation into the game, have you seen many differences from last season to now?
In terms of the standard, quite similar. Obviously don't want to disrespect either club who's bigger or who's better. But I think up until a certain point in the game, St Joseph's were a difficult opponent. They were organised, difficult to beat. And I'm sure we're going to face a very similar test. So, you know, it's a game we're looking forward to. You know, for me, sitting here now, it's about what my team are going to bring rather than focusing too much on the opponents. We'll come here with respect, but we're coming here to do a professional job, and that's what I'm looking for from my players.
Any questions for John, please?
John, how proud are you to have played a part in making history with breaking that record that you became with clean sheets?
Of course, very proud to have got that opportunity to get a run in the team and to be a part of a little piece of history for the club and within the league is always fantastic for those sort of little milestones as players and as a group, and yeah, you know, collectively as a whole team, staff, club, it's something to take confidence from. We know it's only a small step or a small milestone in the bigger picture of what we're trying to do, but it's a great start. It's exactly what we wanted, to hit the ground running in this league campaign. So we take a lot of positives from that, and for me personally, yeah, it's been great to be involved in that.
I suppose tomorrow night is what people would expect you to keep a clean sheet. You would expect you to concede, but as the manager says, it's all about not being complacent. Yeah,
again, that's going to be the full focus for the team, is to continue building on that foundation that we've built in every game, and as the gaffer said, whoever's selected to put in that same performance and have that same mentality, respect the opponent, respect what they could do to you in an attacking sense, and make sure that defensively we're fully switched on, get that clean sheet and give the lads that full opportunity over the 90 minutes to get the job done however they need to do it.
You had a similar run at Hearts, is that right? Another clean sheets, can you tell us about that, the similarities?
Yeah, we were fortunate at Hearts to go on the same run. We managed to do 8 in a row in that league campaign with a couple of cup games in there as well. Wasn't all in the league, so that was again, you know, as milestones for players and for teams. It's great to be able to do that, achieve those things, and a little piece of history that's always there for you in the club. So that was great as well. Again, we had a very good defensive set up there, a strong mentality of trying to keep clean sheets and keep it tight at the back. And it's great to see that a club like Rangers, who are so potent going forward, and you would expect to be concentrating far more on the attacking side of things, that we've still got that mentality ingrained in them throughout the whole squad, not just the goalkeeper and the defence, but the way we defend as an entire team right from the front. Suffocating teams at the other end and limiting teams to such few chances is great to be a part of, because of course for a goalkeeper and for the defensive unit, that's our bread and butter, and that's what we really live on. But it's it's only possible if you've got an 11 and a squad beyond that have got that mentality to want to keep the ball out of the net for a full 90 minutes. Even when we've won games, put it to bed, you're still seeing that drive and that desire now to keep that clean sheet right till the end, which is fantastic.
I'm not sure how accurate it is, but there's talk about a European record being another 2 games and a world record.
Yeah, I mean,
you sort of look at those things and
no, really don't. For us, it's we try and make it, like I said, that mentality every game. Doesn't matter if there's a record on the line or not. If you've conceded the last game, you start again. If you've got a run going, you look to add to it, and you wait for people to come to you afterwards and tell you. That's the main thing. You don't focus on it beforehand. We don't want to be going into games sacrificing victories to get a clean sheet, anything like that. So we prepare the best way we can for the game to go out there and get the win for the team, and the clean sheet hopefully is a byproduct of that. If we put the performance in properly and execute as we should, and then whatever comes from that, it's great when people come to you afterwards and tell you that you've achieved something, that you've got a little place in the history books for the time being. So again, we'll prepare properly. We'll try and get that clean sheet, and if we do that, then we'll see what happens.
How much work done within during pre-season? I mean, these things won't happen overnight. You're faced with a new back four. There's obviously been a couple of injuries along the way with Leon dropping out. To gel into such a cohesive unit, as I say, just doesn't happen. How much work went in during pre-season to ensure you had it down?
Yeah, lots of work goes in on the training field, the goalkeeping department, the defensive department, the way the team train, and then it just comes from the manager and his staff, the ethos that they've got, and how we have to train and play and prepare day in, day out, and have those standards constantly as high as possible. And that's where it comes from, so that whoever's playing, if it's myself, if it's Al, the defence, if players chop in and out, if there's injuries in the midfield, whoever goes out there, everybody's got that instilled in them, and they don't have to be told what the expectations are, and only then, if the standards and the expectations are constantly held at that very high level, which the gaffer demands all the time, then it puts you in the best position to be prepared to do that.
And I suppose it probably has gone better than you probably could have envisaged when you joined in. So
yeah, it's this is exactly what you could dream of. Coming into a massive club like this, a new club, and getting an opportunity so soon, the success that's come from the team, and how you fitted into that. It's great to make a contribution, to be part of it, to feel part of it. So yeah, from my own personal point of view, it really has been great for me to be able to get such an opportunity so soon.